All right, Will, we are going to compare you to Mr. Juan Soto. First, we're going to take a look at some stuff that I really like. So I like how the hips are starting to work here, right? So you can see from this frame all the way through to here, you can see the hips and even the shoulders starting to work while the hands are staying back. And we have our nice little connected line right here like that with the forearm and the bat. All right, and we're seeing the same kind of thing out of Soto right here, right, where he's getting into that good hip rotation, good shoulder rotation. Shoulders are tilting backwards a little bit. You can see you've got some nice tilt right here. Same thing as with Soto over here, right? And the bat's still up above the hands, right, with both you guys. So this is really good. What I want you to work on a little bit, though, we get a really nice shoulder coil, and the hands load really good here. I like that a lot, okay? But I want to see the hips load a little bit more. So if you watch Soto, he goes back, and I want you to watch his upper leg. So I want you to watch this part right here, okay? So as he goes, hold on, we're going to bring it to right there, okay? Now as he goes, that's his hip coil and his hip load working right here. So you can see where the hip is basically in front of the back leg. So this straight line that he was in right here, he's no longer in that straight line. You can see how he creates now a nice angle back with the back leg, okay? And if we look here on you, your knee's not collapsing in, so you don't have, a straight line here, which is good. You do have a nice little angle to the upper leg, so we like that a lot, right? But if you watch the hip, we don't really get any coil or any load right here with the hip. So that's what I want to see you work on, is coiling the hip back a little bit more, and then we'll take it through here as we're getting towards contact. Okay, and you can kind of see how Soto's front knee works, and you see how your front knee really wants to stay in, right? And we've talked about this before. Now it is starting to rotate into a little better position. Actually, right here, that's actually pretty good. Okay. I do like that. All right, so now we'll bring it out to extension. Okay, and we're going to take a look at a little something right here. Okay, so as we get through, you release really well. Okay, the top hand and the top arm gets extended very nicely. And then we get into our turnover, and we're going to watch how the rollover kind of works here and how the turnover kind of works compared to you and Soto. Okay, so right here, as he goes into his turnover, he's still barely turning over, and you can see that line that he has from the forearm out to the end of the bat, right here like that. Okay, now we're going to bring yours through as we turn over, and you can see where your bat is, so we're basically flipping the bat up here a little too much, and then it's kind of rolling down here like that. Now you can see as you get through your finish, you can see how we have the bat on a little bit of an angle going down, okay? And when we bring Soto through his finish, you can see how the bat is still up right here like that. So that's something I definitely want to see you work on. I'd like to see you get a little more of a hip load going right here, and maybe even just like a little bit more of a stride, because it's a kind of a really, small stride compared to where your feet start. So if your feet start, closer together, kind of like yours do, I'd like to see you gain a little ground and maybe get that front foot, out into that area right here somewhere. Okay, so a little more of a hip load, a little bit more of a stride, which is going to, I think, go hand in hand when you start to load the hip a little bit better. And then we're going to come through, and so like even right here, you've got the barrel up above the hands. Now we got to hold that off. And even if you do finish one-handed, that's fine. Just don't let the barrel dump below the hands as we come through here. All right? And again, things that I really like, I love the rotation right here like this. I love that the hands are staying back as we're rotating. Okay, I like the path that the bat's taking to the ball. And I really like the load of the upper body and the shoulders and the hands right here. So really good stuff. Couple things to work on. Keep getting better there, my man.